Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. Young persons in Anse La Raye, Canaries to benefit from hospitality training as village tourism comes on stream. The Starkey Hearing Foundation brings relief to the hearing impaired. St. Lucia's seamoss undergoes a major branding and packaging change. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle en Creole. Capacity building in Anse La Raye, Canaries has entered a new phase as the constituency prepares to fully embrace village tourism. Several infrastructure projects have been earmarked for the community. However, Minister for Tourism, Information, Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries, Honorable Dominic Fady, says it is fundamentally important for residents to be trained in tourism hospitality to take advantage of the opportunities presented. Janelle Norville has more.
The National Apprenticeship Program through the Monroe College International Hospitality Training Institute will be providing hospitality training to over 50 young persons. These individuals hail from the constituency of Anse La Raye, Canaries and will be undertaking the training program over the next 14 weeks. Senior Vice President of the Monroe College, Dr. Alex Ephraim, encouraged the trainees to make the most of the opportunity.
We want to see all of you in the hospitality industry working. Whether it is tourism, whether it is travel agency, whether it is events, whether it is hotel, whether it is cruise lines. Just before coming here 2 weeks ago, I happened to be with my family on a cruise to Bahamas. And there, I met the people whom we trained from St. Lucia working for Norwegian Cruise Line. It made me so happy that I forgot about everything else.
Director of the National Apprenticeship Program, NAP, Dr. Windy Mosheri, highlighted the importance of investing in the youth. Noting that not everyone would be able to foot the bill, the director indicated that the government of St. Lucia will be assisting the trainees with the cost.
But the government of St. Lucia has recognized the fact that most persons do not have the means, the financial means to pay for this program. And so we are paying close to 50% of the total cost for you. We are going to pay you a stipend monthly of $500 that should be used to pay for your transport and your food.
Minister for Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries and Parliamentary Representative for Anse La Raye, Canaries, Honorable Dominic Fady, has committed to awarding the top 5 performers with $1,000 each as an added incentive. The minister urged the trainees to take full advantage of the available opportunities in the tourism industry.
The cruise industry is looking for about 50,000 employees. And most of the cruises come to the Caribbean. We represent 38% of all cruising that is done globally. And we're the single largest cruising destination in the world. And so the Caribbean is very much the cradle of the cruising industry. 80% of all the cruises that takes place between the months of November to April happens in the Caribbean. And so it's important that the cruise industry get Caribbean people to be part of what they do. And so there's a great opportunity for all of you.
Trainee Roxy Francis expressed gratitude for the opportunity.
I was provided this opportunity to be part of the NAP's crew, National Apprenticeship Program. I would like to be part of the bartending class to further develop my bartending skills, since I have a passion for the hospitality industry and to serve our people.
Trainee Natalia Louis explained why she decided to undergo the training program.
I joined the program to improve on my self-esteem, my knowledge, communicating with people, and I'm currently applying for bartending.
Trainee Emmett Sherabin explained that similar programs are needed to enhance the capacity of the youth.
I came to this program because I believe it's a very good program. It will lift up a lot of young people, especially those that don't really have a certificate or probably have a trade in something to get forward in life. Yeah, so it's a good opportunity for everyone, and I think that any other young person who don't have anything doing or might need an opportunity like that will be very good for them to do this program, and they will be successful at the end.
The training program is for the duration of 14 weeks, after which the trainees will be placed in internship programs. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norville.
The Starkey Hearing Foundation was here in St. Lucia and brought relief to the hearing impaired by providing hearing aids. More in this report from Fennell Neptune.
The Starkey Hearing Foundation, in collaboration with the Department of Health and Wellness, recently hosted its third annual hearing mission at the National Cultural Center, aimed at providing underprivileged St. Lucians with the gift of hearing through the donation of hearing devices. Starkey's International Development Director for the Caribbean region, Kirk Richards, says it is the goal of the foundation to bring caring and hearing healthcare to communities around the world.
Our goal for St. Lucia is that we continue to identify patients who have hearing loss, patients who truly need the services, continue to create awareness for those individuals that have hearing loss, and encourage them to get screened, whether in Viewfort or at the Entropole health centers. So continuous screening for patients who have hearing loss, identifying patients who need our services. So in the future, we have a good list of patients who need the services, and we'll come back to St. Lucia when needed.
Assistant Principal Nursing Officer in the Department of Health and Wellness, Tekla Jabati, says this initiative is extremely important as the hearing healthcare services provided will have a profound impact on the lives of those who benefited.
This collaboration is about improving the quality of life of those persons who need the hearing health services, improving the quality of life of individuals, their families, the communities, and the country as a whole. Hearing health is a key component of the Department of Health and Wellness's strategic health plan. Moving forward, the department will continue to strengthen this collaboration and put strategies in place that will ensure that hearing health services reach those persons who are in need of it.
The Starkey Hearing Foundation also provides an aftercare program for persons fitted with hearing devices.
The purpose of aftercare clinics is to provide further counseling, to provide any support that would have been needed, such as providing batteries. If persons are experiencing any problems with their hearing aids, that level of support is given at the various clinics. We have free clinics on island, Soufriere Hospital, every second Saturday of the month, Castries at the St. John's Ambulance Facility every third Saturday, and at the Viewfort Wellness Center every third Wednesday of the month.
St. Lucians with hearing impairments were fitted with hearing aids at no cost. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennell Neptune.
The Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development is getting set to host the Caribbean Secondary Schools Drama Festival. The biannual festival is being held this year under the theme L'Esprit Théâtre, the spirit of theatre. The Caribbean Secondary Schools Drama Festival is the first and only performing arts exchange program for secondary schools in the Caribbean region. Members of the national management team are in the process of finalizing plans to host the festival here. Deputy Executive Director of the Cultural Development Foundation, Celeste Burton, says it is an opportunity to encourage drama and theatre arts in schools.
CDF has, in the last 3 years, been moving towards and thrusting towards an increase in the number of theatrical presentations that we make annually. We have been putting on a number of plays, and we've been supporting other groups that seek to do the same. And so this opportunity to engage with events company and the Ministry of Education and, of course, the department to host this festival where we will be exposed to theatrical productions and training opportunities for our young students and for our teachers to encourage them to improve on the standard of productions that they have to offer the general public is indeed a proud moment for us.
Various workshops will form part of the festival, as well as performances by participating countries on a nightly basis. Shakira Roberts-Sanker is the Deputy Director of the Theatre Arts Schools Association. She hopes the festival is the beginning of a new outlook on what theatre can do in schools and society.
And this is a great opportunity for us all to celebrate, observe, and learn not only about our cultures, but represent them in our own unique way on stage. This opportunity allows our schools here and those across the region to network, collaborate, which we believe will strengthen and develop theatre immensely. We hope that all the stakeholders, the parents, teachers, the students, government officials, and of course the general public will come out to support our young people as they expose their talents and skills, both on stage and off.
Events Company of St. Lucia has also partnered to bring the festival to St. Lucia again.
One is that it allows visitors to come to St. Lucia, and that is the type of tourism we're looking for in all shapes and forms. So we're happy that that's happening. And secondly, though it may be cliche by now, it allows for Caribbean integration, especially among the youth. And though it's packaged again a little differently through the entertainment of drama, the exposure of young people to intercultural differences and similarities is something that we're extremely happy about and extremely happy to support.
Chief Education Officer Fiona Philip Meyer encouraged everyone to support the festival.
Let us ensure that Caribbean integration, visitor arrival to our shores is continued through the legacy of what we give at this drama festival. What we're going to give is the best of our culture, best of our hospitality, the best of embracing and showing who we are as St. Lucians.
The festival will be held from the 3rd to the 9th of November 2019 and will be held at the National Cultural Center. St. Lucia's sun-dried seamoss is undergoing a major branding and packaging change, spearheaded by Export St. Lucia with support from the Department of Fisheries, St. Lucia Bureau of Standards, and St. Lucia's Seamoss Farmers Associations. The island's seamoss is poised to be more competitive under the Taste of St. Lucia brand and with new eco-friendly packaging. The Taste of St. Lucia brand features a special collection of premium food, beverage, and wellness products for those who want a taste of the island life. The brand assures customers and clients that the products meet the requisite quality standards that ensure one is getting the best from St. Lucia. Under the brand, the island's sun-dried seamoss will stand out as being uniquely St. Lucian, distinguishing itself from similar products on the market. Seamoss farmers have remained resilient despite battling adverse weather conditions and continue to supply the US and the UK markets with exports on a near-weekly basis, helping to boost economic activity along the island's east coast. The first week of October 2019 saw the most recent shipment of seamoss to the US, with regular sustained shipments anticipated. And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
I'm innovative.
I'm competitive.
I am productive.
I'm creative.
I constantly improve what I do.
And how I do it.
I provide excellent customer service.
I never stop learning.
I give up my best, always.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, embracing excellence.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sports.
I'm Ryan O'Brien with your update from the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. Music teacher at the Bocard Secondary School, Sheila Pierre, feels the initiative by the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports to commence a music enrichment program in schools will help prepare students in a holistic manner.
This initiative has really done a lot for the kids in that they are seeing that they can be developed all round. It's a holistic kind of thing. It's not just about standing and singing, it's about being considerate, it's about being tolerant. It's about the etiquette component. Just enjoying it and being positive, being a positive voice for change. Because at the end of the day, it makes you a better person, and that's what we are hoping to see in the kids: better children, better citizens in tomorrow's world.
Shirley Ann Cyril Mayers, Assistant Youth and Sports Officer, is spearheading the initiative among an initial 4 schools. Children being left for considerable periods without parental supervision and a high level of single-parent households have been identified as problem areas that confront the nation's youth. Consultant for the National Youth Mentorship Program, Dr. Zyphus James, says many young persons don't get meaningful interactive time with parents.
Parents are busy working. We are thankful for the hotel industry and the tourism industry and the service industry, but we also see trends where the shift systems that the service industry operates by also means that you may actually have parents and children missing each other. The child is going home when a parent is leaving for work. Lots of children are being left unsupervised or being raised by friends or other family members. And so the level of parental supervision is not always what is desired. So that's one major factor.
Dr. James also identified trends in social media as being a technology threat that confronts adolescents in society.
Because persons are spending so much more time on social media, it may not necessarily be meaningful interpersonal connecting. And so they may spend significant time on those platforms, but not meaningful time developing interpersonal skills, not meaningful time developing what you call emotional intelligence. And so we push a lot that they get good grades, but they also need to develop the kind of interpersonal skills and social skills that will help them to achieve those grades and meaningfully support those grades. And so these are some of the challenges: the social media threat, the threat in terms of the parenting and the absence of consistent parenting. Even where you have both parents, there may be cases where children just don't get enough quality time with parents.
Dr. James recommends a need for monitoring of media content that children consume. And that's your update today from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center has benefited from a cleanup campaign in true St. Lucian fashion. Anise Antoine explains.
In celebration of Creole Heritage Month, the Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center, FRC, held a Kudme at Mount Pleasant. The Folk Research Center was established in 1973 as a repository for cultural heritage, as well as research and study of St. Lucia's rich heritage, and housed an extensive library of publications, audio-visual recordings, and photographs. The FRC's home on March 25, 2018, was destroyed by fire. Louis Victor is the executive director of the FRC.
We're here today cleaning up the site. A few weeks ago we had a site visit with the fire department as well as an engineer to have determined how vulnerable the structure is, and you could see that's why the caution tape would have been stationed, because there are parts of the building that are still very vulnerable, and too much human activity could trigger the falling of some pieces of material.
The Kudme consisted of members of FRC, the National Youth Council, Duke of Edinburgh members, and other volunteers.
This is our way of saying that, of reminding people that this is FRC's home. We are rebuilding, and it's going to be a process. It's not just demolishing and trying to put the structure back up. It's not even about demolishing, because you can appreciate that this building is so historic, and so there are elements of it that has to be preserved, which is where National Trust supports us from a built heritage perspective in guiding in what that process is and what that process looks like.
The FRC's executive director noted that a property development committee has been put in place to oversee the reconstruction of the Folk Research Center at Mount Pleasant.
We have gotten the interest of some St. Lucians, especially from abroad, who want to assist, who are connected to various organizations, who are willing to assist in that process, and willing to assist in the fundraising element of it. However, part of the process is to rebuild in such a way that the building is fireproof, it's waterproof, it's tsunami proof, so that in the event of any such disaster again, that the artifacts, the archives is still protected.
The executive director of the Monsignor Patrick Anthony Folk Research Center expressed gratitude to all those who participated in the Kudme. The Kudme took place on Saturday, October 5th, 2019. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
When a hurricane is approaching, safety of life and the preservation of livelihoods is most important. We should take heed. Create proper drainage along the contour of your farm. Harvest and store all crops that could be harvested, and if possible to sell any produce, do so. Reinforce farmhouses by using screws or hurricane ties to secure the roof and ensure that it is boarded up. Remove all plastic covers from greenhouses and store properly in your reinforced farmhouse. Secure all official agriculture and farming business documents and policies in sealed plastic coverings. And perhaps consider taking out a crop insurance policy to secure your agro-livelihood. Take all possible precaution ahead of a hurricane or tropical storm. This is the hurricane season, and we should be prepared. A message brought to you by the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Physical Planning, Natural Resources, and Cooperatives.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Monsieur, Madame, Département qui est responsabilité pour l'information en gouvernement cette lycée GIS, à ce même télévision nationale pays NTN, Capaceto Nouvelle en Creole. Présentant Primus Hutchinson. Investissement par les étrangers qui a fait direct, qui apporté autant de bénéfices et contributions qui sont très significants à façon qui pays a fait profit financier. C'est le ministre qui a la responsabilité des affaires occupation en façon pays a vendre et acheter, honorable Bradley Felix, qui fait pour ça là comme agence d'investissement, c'est Invest St. Lucia, de tenir une cérémonie pour changer l'image pour l'institution des investissements. Honorable Félix déclare que cette liste trouve commitment de plus que $1 billion et demi, $1,5 billion mais oui tiens, en façon d'investissement direct pour l'autre 2 ans pour venir. Et c'est Invest St. Lucia qui est agence officielle de promotion de ces investissements là. Chairman pour les directeurs de l'agence là, Pinkley Francis dit que action de reposition en ce même projet de transformation qui a avancé pays à très haut à ligne d'investissement en ce pays Caraïbes pour l'autre sec pour 10 l'année pour venir. Il fait un appel pour l'Union WEG de développement national pour guider le développement national pays et pour tuer agence à la capacité pour pas seulement faire plus pour faciliter mais pour aussi trouver solution pour problème. Il fait un appel pour agence à la travail pour tout et pour rester hors des affaires partisanes. Francis posait question concernant ça nous avons voulu ouais qui paye cette liste vini à l'année devant. Il remarque que si toute cette liste participe et prend responsabilité au sérieux, il est possible pour cette liste trouver qu'on paye Singapour en façon de services publics, construction, propreté et qui ont une ville qui est très avancée en opération technologie. Il fait prédiction qui côté 95% à cette liste qui est propriétaire qui sont eux même avec sécurité économique pour un pile temps pour venir. Il a aussi annoncé qu'il y a plus fort initiative Invest St. Lucia, c'est pour poursuivre cette liste l'occasion pour nous morceau terrain qui sont eux même. Travail pour improver à ce degré avec bonne qualité manger que cette a produit, c'est en façon ministère de l'Agriculture adressé observance journée mondiale de manger à cette ci. Chef organisateur célébration Philippe Sidney parlait du travail que le ministère a fait en temps passé et qu'a fait présentement pour hausser des degrés qualité manger pays à produit. Sidney remarque que tous ces programmes que le ministère a établi qu'à suivre avec le gouvernement pour improver à ce bonne qualité manger à cette ci. Aujourd'hui, il dit peuple pays à valer initiative ça. Le ministre qui a une responsabilité pour l'agriculture, honorable Ezekiel Joseph, parlait de toutes ces initiatives qu'il a faites pour hausser de bonne qualité à manger et pour faire assurer que le pays a continué à produire ces qualités denrées et fruits fritage qui m'ont nébrisé pour manger. Il parlait de l'improuvement à ce recherche de bonne qualité de l'eau et pêche et vivre marin. Il mentionnait façon de management production des animaux et business en production de divers fruits et l'autre produits agricoles. Parler de manger ressources naturelles, pays. Programme de jeunesse qui est engagé dans l'agricole. Malgré que le ministère dit qu'il va continuer pour travailler à ce pour faire primaire. Il appelle qu'à aller en cours encore pour cette lycéen et comprendre valeur corporation, ces coopération et bénéfices pour le peuple à vivre et agir ensemble et puis on a l'autre. Le ministre qui a une responsabilité pour le développement économique, honorable Guy Joseph, fait appel à la cérémonie pour présenter un monument qui est bâti par Jalem Yudovic qui a apporté plusieurs commissions concernant l'héritage, l'histoire et la résilience nous contre cette lycéen. Honorable Joseph, qui tenait une conversation et puis moi, après la cérémonie, fait un appel pour nous n'ayons plus croyance à valer pays cette lycée.
Ce n'est pas juste ça que le gouvernement a fait, mais c'est ça nous qu'on peut payer à fait. Qui l'honneur nous ni en pays nous? Est-ce que yo met un miroir là pour machine? Est-ce que moun kay juste cassé? Est-ce que nous kay dommagé? Est-ce que nous kay fait ba? So pas du temps gouvernement ka fait paille pour aider bâti pays. Nous dit nous besoin faire plus landscaping pour faire pays à garder plus belle. Yon se travail là nous ka travailler à sou là parce que à sou global warming, yo dit même c'est 7% en place là à dans cité. Supposé c'est green space. So nous ne pouvons bâtir plus les qui green en pays en city expressement. So nous ka dit dans la kay ni bon vent dat moun. La kay ni à côté pour moun ça assise et poser en teasing. C'est pas juste mais go kay tout seul. C'est pas ça yon qui ka bâti pays. Pour ni pli pied bois et pli bay qui kay aider ville là où était pli fouet. En place côté moun kay content pour venir et pour relax koyo et si chalet à top show pour ça aller en ban ti pied bois et un ti long bois. So pas du temps gouvernement ka fait bail pour nettoyer bordage chimère. Nous qu'on peut payer une responsabilité pour pas jeter ordures hors ces machines là. Pas maltraiter bagay en pays. Mais en traiter bien, so c'est l'argent nous pour dépenser pour ranger ces dommages là. Ça aide pour bâtir pays nous primaire.
Monsieur, mesdames, c'est comme ça nous avons nouvelle là. Je vous remercie autant pour garder. Je vous avoir une invitation pour je puis moi considérer conserver la vie. Je vais présenter l'autre nouvelle à Créole. Après ça, je vais présenter au Michel.
Merci on Pale Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Fair to partly cloudy skies with a few isolated showers at first, becoming generally cloudy with scattered showers and possibly isolated thunderstorms late today into tomorrow. An approaching tropical wave is expected to produce cloudiness and shower activity over the Lesser Antilles during the next 24 hours. Another tropical wave located over the eastern tropical Atlantic is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. The tide for Canaries Harbour was high at 4:45 p.m. and will be low again at 11:22 p.m. The tide for Vieux-Fort Bay was high at 5:52 p.m. and will be low again at 12:49 a.m. The sea is slight to moderate with waves 3 to 6 feet or 0.9 to 1.8 meters. The sun will rise Thursday at 5:55 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the St. Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.